Welcome to the CISO Daily Update.
MITRE hit in massive supply chain attack. State-backed hackers exploit 0 days. MITRE Corporation revealed it was one of over 700 victims of a massive supply chain attack that exploited 0-day vulnerabilities in Ivanti VPN appliances. State-backed hackers chained the authentication bypass and command injection flaws to bypass multi-factor authentication and move laterally through compromised networks. The breach was detected in MITRE's Nerve unclassified R&D network in January 2024, which prompted containment and incident response actions. MITRE's CEO emphasized that no organization is immune from this type of cyber attack, not even one that strives to maintain the highest cybersecurity possible. Cybercriminals threaten to leak all 5 million records from stolen database of high-risk individuals. Cybercriminals from the Ghostar group stole the WorldCheck database containing over 5 million records of high-risk individuals like terrorists, money launderers, and corrupt officials. The database is used by companies for Know Your Customer checks and was previously compromised in 2016. The threat actors claim they obtained the data illegally from a third party rather than breaching the London Stock Exchange Group, which maintains WorldCheck. They threaten to leak portions of the stolen data soon, including records on royal family members. While WorldCheck aggregates data from trusted sources, its listings have faced accuracy issues and wrongly implicated innocent parties in the past. Multiple LastPass users lose master passwords to ultra-convincing scam. A sophisticated phishing campaign targeting LastPass users has successfully compromised accounts. The attackers employ highly realistic tactics, including phone calls from spoofed numbers and live agents, to convince victims to disclose their master passwords. The campaign preys on users' trust and familiarity with support interactions, leading them to provide the data unwittingly. LastPass has taken steps to address the issue, but attackers have persisted with new tactics. Defending against such attacks requires a heightened awareness of social engineering tactics and caution when interacting with unsolicited communications, even if they appear legitimate. LastPass advises users to ignore unsolicited phone calls or texts related to account security and report suspicious activity. Researchers find dozens of fake E-ZPass toll websites after FBI warning. Cybersecurity researchers uncovered nearly 30 newly created phishing websites impersonating the E-ZPass electronic toll collection service across multiple states. This follows an FBI warning about an ongoing smishing campaign where over 2,000 victims received deceptive texts claiming unpaid toll balances and providing malicious links to fake payment websites. The spoofed domains target E-ZPass customers primarily in New Jersey, Florida, and New York. The campaign seems relatively unsophisticated and has expanded across multiple states since mid-March. Malware dev lures child exploiters into Honeytrap to extort them. A new malware campaign is targeting individuals seeking child pornography by luring them into a honey trap. The threat actors behind the campaign created a fake website impersonating a subscription service for accessing explicit content from Usenet, a platform known to host illegal material. The malware, disguised as VPN software, is distributed through the fake site. Once installed, it changes the victim's wallpaper to display an extortion message demanding a $500 ransom in Bitcoin within 10 days to prevent the release of their information. Although the campaign employs scare tactics, it has only generated minimal payments thus far, likely due to increased awareness among potential victims about such scams. GitHub comments abused to push malware via Microsoft Repo URLs. Threat actors are exploiting a design decision in GitHub that allows uploading malware files in the comments section of any public repository, which generates URLs that appear affiliated with that project to lend legitimacy. McAfee discovered a malware loader called SmartLoader, distributed through URLs tied to Microsoft's VCPKG repo, but the files were simply attached to comments rather than part of the actual code. This approach can disguise malicious payloads like info stealers as legitimate software updates from major tech companies. While the current campaigns mostly abuse Microsoft repositories, the flaw impacts all public GitHub projects with no ability to comprehensively manage uploaded comment files, leaving disabling comments as the only defense despite hampering development collaboration. Andro Ghost malware compromises servers worldwide for botnet attack. Verity Research uncovered a significant spike in attacks by the operators of the Andro Ghost malware, leading to over 600 compromised servers worldwide, primarily in the US, India, and Taiwan. The threat actors exploit vulnerabilities like CVE 2021-3129, CVE 2024-1709, and CVE 2019-2725 to deploy web shells and gain remote control. Their activities aim to build botnets for credential theft from cloud services like AWS, SendGrid, and Twilio by targeting vulnerabilities in web servers and PHP frameworks. To mitigate risks, organizations must prioritize the following: patch known vulnerabilities, monitor for web shell deployment, implement behavioral analysis tools, and leverage proactive threat intelligence for exposure management. Critical update: CrushFTP zero-day flaw exploited in targeted attacks. A critical zero-day vulnerability in the CrushFTP enterprise file transfer software is being exploited in targeted attacks, primarily against U.S. entities. Airbus CERT discovered the flaw, which allows authenticated users to escape their restricted file system and download sensitive system files. CrushFTP has released versions 11.1.0 and 10.7.1 to address the vulnerability across v11 and v10 branches, respectively. Users are advised to update to the latest patched versions immediately, as the attacks are suspected to be politically motivated intelligence-gathering operations. Those running CrushFTP within a restricted DMZ environment are protected, but all other instances remain vulnerable until patched. Critical Forminator plugin flaw impacts over 300K WordPress sites. A critical vulnerability, CVE 2024-28890, in the popular Forminator plugin for WordPress allows remote attackers to upload and execute malicious files on over 300,000 websites still running vulnerable versions. The flaw, along with an SQL injection and XSS bug, impacts Forminator versions up to 1.29.0 and has been addressed in 1.29.3. While around 180,000 sites updated after the April 8th patch release, admins of the remaining 320,000 installs must urgently upgrade to mitigate the high risk of server compromise via unrestricted malware uploads enabled by this flaw. No active exploits are public yet, but the severity and manageable requirements make postponing the update extremely risky for impacted WordPress administrators. Ransomware payments dropped to record low of 28% in Q1 2024. Ransomware payments hit a record low in Q1 2024, with only 28% of victims paying ransom demands, down from 29% in Q4 2023, as organizations implement more robust defenses and face legal pressure against paying cybercriminals who often leak data regardless of ransom payment. Despite the lower payment rate, total ransom amounts reached $1.1 billion in 2023 due to increased attack frequency and higher demands. Law enforcement disruptions of major ransomware groups like Lockbit have significantly impacted their operations, sowing distrust among affiliates who are quitting or operating independently using older ransomware strains. Akira remained the most prolific ransomware strain in Q1 2024, responsible for 250 breaches netting $42 million. Beyond 24/7, how smart CISOs are rethinking threat hunting. CISOs are rethinking traditional 24/7 in-house threat hunting models as they become unsustainable for many businesses. Instead, they prioritize value-driven security solutions like managed detection and response services that integrate with existing tools, provide continuous monitoring by expert analysts, and enable internal teams to focus on strategic initiatives. When selecting an MDR partner, organizations should conduct a self-assessment, explore options beyond brand names, test solutions before commitment, set clear goals and KPIs, and evaluate providers based on communication, automation, security controls, response scope, detection testing processes, and proactive security measures beyond basic threat hunting. By leveraging the right MDR service, CISOs can gain advanced threat detection capabilities while optimizing their security operations.
Thanks for listening. Remember to subscribe to our newsletter at CISOheadlines.com. Until next time, stay curious.